What's going on, folks? Jakun Prime here with another Destiny 2 video, and it's Thursday, and that means the TWAB is out. That's right, our weekly blog known as This Week at Bungie, giving everybody an idea of what's going on in the background, what's happening. You know the deal by now. But as always, if you enjoy the content, please, a like rating would be greatly appreciated, and if you want to stay up to date with Destiny 2 news and more, be sure to hit that subscribe button and tap the bell for notifications. With all that out of the way, let's get down to business. So we have the accolades trailer. The big part that is definitely sticking out in my mind are two sections of the 12 here. So last year, they put it up to a community vote as to, during Festival of the Lost, which is their Halloween event, they let the community vote on two different sets of armor for all the characters, and last year it was like monsters or dinosaurs, and it looks like they're doing the same thing again this year, but with monsters and mechs. While we're just reaching spring, it's already time for us to start thinking about fall on the development team. We all had a great deal of fun last year with our first armor set community vote, Dinosaurs versus Monsters. Truth be told, we didn't know what to expect. After 200,000 votes were cast, Team Dino won with 81% of the vote. Of course. We'll always look back fondly on the wave of memes that came, and fun that came. But it's time to look forward to Festival of the Lost 2022. This year, we're hosting our second community vote, Team MECHS versus Team Monsters. It's about to begin. Players will have the opportunity to vote for a featured armor ornament set in the Eververse, available to earn with Bright Dust or purchase with silver. So you ain't got to spend a dime if you don't want to. Gotta love it. Anyone who casts a vote for either set has played since February 22nd, 2022, will qualify for a unique in-game emblem to celebrate participation. So they're just going to give you an emblem just for participating. You gotta love that. Monsters are clawing back after a long soak in radioactive waste. They seem to have evolved, emerging once more from the caves, lagoons, and spoiled oceans of our world. Monsters are looking to make a comeback this year. Dinos, you may have won last year, but watch your backs. These monsters may be coming for you if they secure the win. So it looks like for the Titan armor, we're going to have some type of Cyclops monster. The Warlocks look like it's some type of help, maybe a ward owl type of deal. And the Hunter's definitely rocking what I can only assume is going to be some type of snake or Hydra type of deal. Looks dope, but let's see what the mechs are bringing to the table. Yeah, see, yeah, I already like these. I already like these a lot. They're streamlined, they're simplistic, they're colorful, they stand out. I dig it. Mechs have entered the fight. Guardians are all about protecting humanity, but sometimes they need a little extra armor when engaging in battle against what some would call monsters hiding in the darkness of other worlds. Mobile suits aren't just for canceling the apocalypse, mind you, they're also for show. I definitely like how the Warlock looks. That looks dope as hell. The Titan looks good too. And from there, what else? What do we got? So we have the polls opening today until June, well, not June, April 6th. Getting distracted by the epic notification over there. I was playing Fortnite this morning. My bad. Let's see, April 7th to 13th, the polls will open. 13th, the polls will close. April 19th, the Broken Barrier emblem will be distributed for everyone who voted. And then the winners, I'm assuming the winners will probably be announced when they drop the trailer for Festival of the Lost. I think that's how they did it last year. And let's see, there's another thing I wanted to talk in. Week for rituals. Yeah, so this is going to be the big one, because this kind of resonates with me, because I'm big into the in-game content. I want those in-depth weapons and all that type of stuff. So next week we have a bit going on in the ritual game of Destiny 2. Grandmaster Nightfalls make their first appearance of the season, along with our first Gambit Labs week. If that's not enough, we also have Trials Freelance taking place next weekend, so there's something for everyone. On Tuesday, April 5th, Grandmaster Nightfalls will make their return to Destiny 2. For those that may have not taken on a Grandmaster Nightfall before, this activity is the top of the mountain when it comes to strike content. Here's a quick breakdown. Grandmasters require a total power level of 1575, so you want to maximize your member power and get some bonus seasonal artifact power before taking on the challenge. They're not kidding there. Grandmasters are some of the hardest things that you can do. Combatants take more hits, deal more damage, and are far more aggressive. Sometimes it's perfectly viable to take 15 minutes, maybe even 20 minutes just in the first section because they are going to pour everything they got at you. Champions will appear in many encounters. Be sure to work with your team as to build your loadouts. Revives are limited, so that's another thing for you new guys. You can't just die willy-nilly in a Nightfall. If you run out of revive tokens, all go back to orbit, so you gotta be mindful of that. Be careful and strategic as you want to make your fight through each encounter. Darkness will slowly encroach on your ability to revive teammates, so don't take too long as you make your way to the boss. So basically how this is going to work, if darkness encroaches, which I think it does after like 15-20 minutes or so, if everyone wipes at the same time, that's it. Back to orbit you go, and you got to start the whole thing over. Of course, what would the challenge be without a little loot at the end? The Conqueror Seal and title can be earned by those who complete Grandmaster Nightfalls and associated challenges. If you've already completed Conqueror, you'll have the ability to guild your title as well as completing all of Grandmaster Nightfalls during the season. As a reminder, if you are guilding, all Nightfalls will immediately be available to complete. No more waiting until the end of the season. Gotta love it. Next week, we have the return of some nice adept rewards for you to earn. The Palindrome and the Plug 1 will be available to drop once you completed the activity. Adept weapon mods, ascended charts, and advanced prisms can also be earned upon activity completion. So you're not guaranteed these weapons, but it is a good chance to get them, especially if you have like something like Vanguard Prosperity. That mod on your Ghost gives you a chance for an extra drop at the end of a strike, so make sure you got one of those on. Double Vanguard Rep will also be flowing next week, so if you're still enjoying Reputation Rewards for Zavala, it'll be a great time to run some Nightfalls or a quick jaunt through the Vanguard Ops playlist. Let's touch on the Gambit thing real quick. Next Tuesday, Gambit Labs will make its first appearance in Destiny 2. Now that we've gotten a slew of bug fixes and some opportunity in place with the last few positive fixes, it's time to hit the labs. Both Gambit matchmaking nodes, main and freelance, will be updated to feature Gambit Labs Invasion Swap. This iteration of Gambit will change up who gets invasion during the modes phase of the activity. When a given team reaches 25 and 75 banked modes, the opposing team will be given one invasion. Strategies might change in a few ways. Both invaders and bankers go for the largest blockers to start, stagger large and small blockers to keep your opponents on their toes, invade immediately when the opposing team banks enough modes, or stick back to fight blockers and wait for them to build up a few more modes. We're excited to see how players take on the twist. We'll definitely be sure to visit that live on stream. Gambit reputation will also be doubled for the week that Gambit Labs is active. We appreciate everyone who's been hopping in and checking out all the changes we've made to Gambit since the season began. We're looking forward to continued feedback around the mode as more labs begin to roll out. And then, of course, you'll have freelance trials on April 8th. So that's a good time to go into trials, in my opinion, because you generally need a team to go into trials. You can matchmake if you want. It's generally not a good way to go, but it's something you can do. And let's see. Also, this is going over all the known bugs and everything. So I mainly wanted to touch on the suits, the new suits coming for Festival of the Lost, and I wanted to touch on Grandmaster Nightfalls since there are going to be a few of you that are going to be taking on Grandmaster Nightfalls for the very first time, and I want to make sure you guys are ready for it. But let me know what you think about the TWAB down in the comments below. Thank you everyone for watching. I appreciate your support, and I'll see you later.